Choose a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Knockdown. Decides to go in with the target combo. The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. Tagging on a super art here to turn up the heat. Player one must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Uses a fireball to try and establish their pace. Okay, creating some space here. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Dashes! Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Player one has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. This is a prime opportunity to end things, but they decide to play it safe? Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously. Looks like they want to put an experiencing burnout. Their spacing is so on point right now. Just goes for it at this range. Both fighters are barely hanging in there, but someone's gotta act. Player one can't afford mistakes without that drive. That was a well-placed projectile. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Jumps up. Goes low. Hits him with a stop and pop. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Bring in the heat. Scared money don't make no money. Spends it all for the Shinryu Rip-Out.
That hurt.
Big super art hit. It's on. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Oh, what's this? Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to end the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps in. Big throw. Both fighters are raring to go. Player one has the super gauge advantage. Jumps up. Blocks the crosser. Good read. Hits him with a stop and pop. Sticks out a kick. What's next? They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Excellent block. Dangerous range here. Barely blocks the jump in. Throws him. Amazing. Blocks that off. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. Player two is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their turning it right up with the super. Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Ryu brings an ND and whooping ass to work.
What's wrong? Get up.
Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Who will set the bait at this range? Close range projectile. This is it. Crowns him from above.
This is my chance.
They didn't take the throw. Player one clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Shoots off a fireball up close. That was a solid anti-air. Absorbs. Oh! The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The jump in catches them. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. They can't keep track of these corner switches. Life lead is opening up, but the kick hits! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Impact's a no-go. Picture-perfect punish counter. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Goes hits them with a stop and block. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off. They're going for the super arc. Bring in the heat. Uses the cage for the super. They're not playing around here.
That hurt.
Big super arc hit. It's on. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Blocks the cross-up. Good KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The throw misses. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right, they throw them into the corner. They're looking to keep the pressure on and do some damage. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. The jump in catches them. That's the burnout. Expect the tempo of it. What a finish. Great meat on the life gauge there. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Hits them with a stop and bop. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. What'll happen here? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Baits out the attack and gets the punish count. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Goes for the jump in and eats it. Excellent block. Going on the offensive? They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. So, what's next? They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. This is gonna be bad news. Okay, here we go. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. Tap them on the toe.
Nothing!
Who's gonna take it? Complete KO. Nice meter.
Sit down and shut up!
What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can still...
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Get into the ring! This will be a good fight. Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Nothing but air for the impact. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Trips him up. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Will they be able to manage what little drive gauge they have? Grabs him. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Gets him. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Throws out a projectile. Caught in the crosser. Jumps. Hits him with a stop and bop. Took him to the corner in a flash. There's a change of sides. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. manages to block the jump-in attack. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Play it burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Oh wow, look, no way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Good old slaps. Player 2 has the deck stacked against them. Can they squeeze out a win here? Going on the offensive, chisels them down. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. Player 1 chases them down to the wire. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Knockdown. Got their eye on the air. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Brings out the super art. How's it gonna work out for them? The jump-in is denied. Knockdown. Impact's a no-go. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for the jump-in to start the round. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 1 was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Fist going on the offensive? Decides to meet them in the air. Player 1 creates a good move, rushes that off and keeps going. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Barely blocks the jumping. Drive gauge is looking, burnout triggered. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Time to reassess the situation. Blocks the impact. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Grabs and throws it. Oh, the throw connects. Player 1, burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Jumps in. Drive impact misses. Drops him hard. Not much wrong critical. What's gonna happen? What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Right off the bat, there's no hesitation. They start the offensive by charging forward. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Player 2 chases them down. Takes a trip. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead opens up. Caught in the cross-up. Taking stock. Where's their opening? Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump-in. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Shoots off a fireball up close. Shinku Hadouken! That's not gonna hit. Time's the only thing moving here. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Goes for it all, but just misses. Oh, says no to the impact. Oh, there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Burnout activates. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Whiffs with that huge attack. Side switch in the corner.
Are we gonna see a comeback here?
Player drive impact misses.
Just goes for it at this range. Gut punch cancel.
A quick breather. Corrects them.
What's this Chico Hado gonna do? What now? Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Flatline zone. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
A new challenger.
We are about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top?
This will be a good fight. Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Overdrive. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Both fighters have used up a generous amount of drive already. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Trips them up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. This is a real back-and-forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Will this super art connect? Blocks it just in time. They must have anticipated a super art coming. Big counter.
This is my chance.
Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Jump hits them with a stopping block. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Jumps in. What'll happen here? Player 2 can't use any... Oh, burnout triggered. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Jumps knocked them out of the air, experiencing burnout.
Are we gonna see a comeback here?
Here comes the corner pressure. Looking for a hold. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Okay. Oh, kisses the fireball. Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes for the throw. Sticks the jump in. Very solid corner system. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The combo's there. Player 1 is just about out of... Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find Getsu. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. Oh, burnout triggered! All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Smart play with the throw. Player 1 brushes that off and keeps going. Not much life difference. Shinku Hadouken! Both fighters planning something? Big opportunity. Ooh, what a smart throw! Are they going to be able to come? Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. A quick breather. Risky drops them. And whiffs! They're wide open! Throw is denied. Player 1 can't use it. What's this Shinku Hado gonna do? What were they thinking? Charges up the platform, tops off the tank, and scores the win. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Starts things off with a tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Jump drops him hard. We're just getting started. He brushes that off and keeps going. Jump! Player 1 gotta do better than that. You gotta be mindful of region. Drops them. This is gonna hurt. Carried to the corner. This may be bad news. A jump? No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Throws him. Okay, here we go. Player 1 hits that with confidence. What a finish! Player 1 survived that tense mirror match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps in. Picks up the count, brushes that off, and keeps going. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances.
My turn!
Player 1 has been really leaning on that drive gauge. Shoots off a fireball up close. Good anti-air. Opts for the throw. What are they thinking here? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Throws them to negate the block. Decides to buff up while they can. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Throws him. What's next? Life lead opens up.
This is my chance!
Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Was looking for that jump attack. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Still scrapping for control of the space. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. What'll happen here? Jumps up. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Looking to impress with this super. Sets it up. Goes for the Shin Shoryuken. They're willing to go all in here.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 2 needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage here. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Doing some quick planning? Ooh, does them dirty. Are we gonna see a cut? Gotta do better than that. Knocked them out of the air. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fire. Oh my god, they just choked it up. This is gonna hurt. All the throw connects. Player 1, this can lead to some big damage. They gotta pick walls flat into the guard break. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. That was the highest if I've ever seen it. Player 2 comes away with the win.
comes a new challenger.
We are about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Misfire with the drive impact. Player 2 has the life lead. Goes for the fireball. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Rejects the air attempt. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Got their eye on the air. Scrapping it out up close. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? What'll happen here? Drive boosted Hadouken. Oh, what's this? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. A quick breather. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Denies the jump in. Not much life difference. They were expecting that drive impact. Looking for a chance. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Drive impact misses. Both fighters planning something? A single hit will do it. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Chuck it. There's a burnout. Closing moments of anticipated that throw. Player 2 tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Player 2 reads the jump in perfectly. The throw doesn't connect. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Nothing stops this train with the solar plexus strike. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Will you bring an MD and whoop an ass to work?
What's wrong? Get up!
Can they make the most of this? Player 1 is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Uh-oh, this could really tip the scales.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 1 is mounting a comeback. What else is up their sleeve? Will this drop and whiff? They're wide open. Player 1 is in a very good spot. Noticeable life lead is a comeback snoop. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Player 2 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it safe. Only a little bit of drive and life left. Escape denied. Piles on the corner pressure. They are done. Player 2 was definitely...
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Opts for the throw. Player 1 with the life lead. Backs them into the corner. Adds on a bit extra to brings out the super art. How is it going to work out for them? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Life lead opens up. Checks him with the boom. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Will this super art connect? The super doesn't hit. Oh, burnout triggered. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. A quick breather. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gate goes for the invincible special. They were confident that would hit. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Barely blocks the jump, hits him with a stop and block. Adds on a bit extra to that. They were right to be on guard there. Medium kick hits. What'll happen here? Oh, what's this? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Knockdown and... Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Excellent block! Perfect move! Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Life drops them from the air. Okay, what's this kick to have him KO? Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that runback. Blocks the impact. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. All right, what's coming up next? Burnout is triggered. Heats it up with a combo into super. How will this impact things? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Taking stock. Player 1 chases them down. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 1 needs to... Oh, burnout triggered! Shinku Hadouken! The super KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Gets the counter hit throw. Jumps up. Smart play with the throw. Still scrapping for the... They're going for the super art. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Sonic Blade to fish for a reaction. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Somersault kick. Life lead is... The drive impact doesn't... They were not clear for takeoff. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Fires off in overdrive. Goes for the throw. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. What's the play here? Lots of aggression from both sides. Throw whiffs. The impact gets blocked. Takes a trip. Projectile to try and change the situation. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Well-timed corner switch. Wraps it up with the drive impact. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediate jumping. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Drive rush to keep it going. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up!
Now, can they finish the job? Burnout activates. Both fighters planning something? The opening brushes that off and keeps going. Smart play with the throw. Draw critical. What's gonna happen? Yo, critical art now? Player 1 needs to use the threat of doesn't let up and get KO. Player 1 may have a well of untapped potential.
comes a new challenger.
It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? That was a solid anti-air. Who's gonna make a move? Puts one in the pocket. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop him. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. All right. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Anticipated that counter and blocks. No more drive gauge. Heats it up with a combo into super. They're being absolutely little. Goes for the low-risk air-to-air. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A brave forward jump there to start. Gets the jump in. Throws them to negate them. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Experiencing burnout. Unfazed by the switch and blocks. Jumps?
Sure you can! Sure you can!
Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up!
Are we gonna see a comeback here? They're all in with the rush. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Closing moments of what a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Medium kick. Solid anti-air. This is gonna hurt. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 2 rushes that off and keeps going. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Both fighters planning something? Who will force the other's hand? Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Escapes the corner. Clutch, anti-air. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Looking for a chance. Crowns him from above. What's next? Gotta do better than that. Keeps him and throws him. What now? Somehow manages to block the jump in. Block that off. Player 1 is in a very good, solid anti-air. Are they going to be able to come back and wall flat into the guard break? Nate closes it out. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Jumps. Big exchange blows. Busts that off and keeps going. Neither of them willing to back off here. What are they thinking here? Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Life lead opens up. Sees it coming and blocks it out. They break things off to take a quick breath. Were they baiting them into that? Taking stock. Projectile to try and change the situation. Closing moments, drive rush to keep it going. What'll happen here? Player 1 will have to fight back here without any drive. Looking for a chance, fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Using it to come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. They were expecting that drive impact. Goes in on the impact for nothing. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Blocks it. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Both fighters planning some hits them with a stop and pop. Shows a medium kick. Checks with a medium kick. A quick breather. Blocks the impact. Looking for a chance. Player 2, solid anti-air. The drive impact doesn't work. Blast anti-air. And whips. They're wide open. This can lead to some big damage. A real test of nerve. What a read with that anti-air. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to find out the win? Gotta do better than that. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Time to reassess the situation. Crowns them from above. Oh, here we go. Excellent block. Jumps. Barely blocked. Ooh, done them dirty.
Hit that with confidence.
Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Sets up with the jump in. A jump. Here comes the corner pressure. Oh, stun. Bad news is on the way. Player 2 has distantly to some big damage. What's next? What are they gonna do?
Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Nothing but air for the impact. Checks with the projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. What are these fighters thinking now? Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Puts one in the pocket. Goes for an overhead. Opts for the throw. What are they thinking here? The Fuha stock to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Perfect air-to-air. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Taking stock. Player 2 chases them down. Takes a trip. In a dire situation, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. And the throw ends around. Player 2 takes up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Can't tech the throw? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Grabs them. Saihasho. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Hits them with a stop and pop. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it. Won't plays untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? They were looking up. Checks with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. The impact gets blocked. Blocks the jump in. What's the play here? Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Takes them all the way. Oh! Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Takes a trip. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead opens up. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Slips the grab. throws them to negate the block. Jumps up. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 2 chases them down. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Knockdown and both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Tensor ring hits home. Gets a risky buff in. Blocks the impact. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the map. Going in, hits them with a stopping bomb. Baits out the attack and gets the punish down. Player 1 needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage here. Yo, are they actually dead? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike!
Judy,
Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
here comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Almost had it, but he gets blocked. That was a solid anti-air. Opts for the throw. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Gets the jump in. Checks with the projectile. Trips him up. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. The jump in is denied, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Holds out with the block. That's one huge life lead. Gets him. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Goes to the overdrive. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Knockdown. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Jumps in. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Whiffs the impact. Checks with a medium kick. Checks him with a projectile. Blocks it. Oh, says no to the impact. Smart play with the throw. Barely blocks the jump in. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Unfazed by the switch and blocks. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Wow, that's some big time damage there. They must have a game plan here with the critical art on deck. But I'm in there! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what he hits the drive. Bumps up. Player 1 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Barely blocked. Good decision with that throw. This is gonna hurt. Throws him. What now? Blocks that off. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Where you bring an MD and whooping ass to work.
What's wrong? Get up.
Player 1 may be able to pull a fast one. Knocks him out. What a finish. Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps in. Barely blocks the jump in. Still very early in the round. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? All right. Starts with a jump in. Holds out with the block. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Takes a trip. Holds out with the block. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. A clutch drive move here can close out this round for either fighter.
Jumps in. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage.
Player 1 chases them down.
Team 2 Hadouken. That's not gonna hit.
Using the soup
KO.
Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum.
Round 2. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Drive boosted Hadouken. Player 1 spent the super art to take the last round, but how will they handle the meter deficit? What's going to be the play here with this kind of meter gap? Big throws. Going in? Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Jump? Uses the target combo as a filler. Shows the medium kick. Drive gauge gap here. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Barely blocks the jump, wrecks them. Throws a fireball. Doing some quick planning? Gotta be careful. Knocked them out of the air. Finds the target. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 can't use any drive. There's a burnout. Oh, boy. What's this Shinku Hado gonna do? Excellent read. Oh, my God. What's gonna happen? One chance here may end this match. Doesn't set the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Overdrive Hadouken! Gets a risky buff in. Barely blocks the jump in. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making sets up with the jump in. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Throws them. Going in. Impact squashed. They're in range. We're gonna see a jump drops them. A jump in drops them from the air. Close, nothing stops this train. Knocked them out of the air. A jump? Oh my God, they just choked it up. What a finish. Player 2 comes away with the win.
Zangia. Blanca. Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Puts one in the pocket. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. What are they thinking here? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. There's a corner switch. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. From up above. Great work finding the opening. Adds on a bit extra and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense.
Burnout activated. Gets carried to the corner.
Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive in there. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Jumps in. Still very early in the round. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. A quick breather. They decide to take a breather to regroup. So, what's next? Goes for the jumping. Jumps up. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Both fighters planning something? Burnout triggered. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. Misfire with the drive impact. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Hold your breath. Beautiful setup with that attack. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Solid blocking. Very solid corner switch. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Not shy with the grab. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Springs forward with the drive rush. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. All right, what's coming up next? Brushes that off and keeps going. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. Uses the gauge for a super art.
Super 3 activated. Taking a chop out of them. It doesn't get wilder than this.
Going in. Goes for it all, but just misses. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Drive rush to keep it going. Our fighters are at a stand going on the offensive. Player 2 is not in a good place health-wise, but with the super art in play, it's still not over. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Shifts them for the win! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Creates an opening with the low heavy. Jump, drives it back, misses. All the throw connects. Springs forward with the drive rush. Looking to follow up after that target combo.
Nothing stops this train.
Player 1 is almost letting it all out.
Oh, here it slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter.
Throws them. Only 50% life left. Player 2 tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack.
Boots him and takes a swing.
Rules up the bait at this range. Drive rush.
Both sides getting ready.
Player 1
Burns the gauge on the super. Ugh, take a seat.
corrects them.
Are you kidding me?
Player 1
Was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Gets a good read on their opponent. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. That was a solid anti-air. They're not going to allow any jumping. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Gets right in there. Got their eye on the air. Down to the wire. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Inadire adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player one creates a good corner opportunity.
We can't squander this punish counter chance. Shout of Earth, cranking it up.
Player two going wild with Shout of Earth. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Charges forward. Player one can get going on the offensive, scrapping it out up close, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player two is in a pretty good situation with, oh, what's this? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Launches them. Looking to impress with this super ultimate killer head wrap. Going in, burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player one, how will they utilize this? Life lead is letting it all out. A quick breather. Hugs nothing but air. Connects with the throw.
Both sides getting ready.
Ooh, there's no blocking that. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Impacts a no-go. Had the radar up and running. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? What's the play here? Good parry there and uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? An aggressive attack. Down to the wire. Beautiful setup with that attack. Taking stock. Coming through. Player two chases them down. Barry takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Life lead opens up.
Picture, they can't squander this punish counter chance. Shout of Earth, cranking it up.
Player two can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. What'll happen here? Goes for the level 1 KO. Player two with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Butt smash. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Big counter. Player two drops below on gauge stock, but a good call to take that round. He delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Both fighters planning something? Going on the offensive? Scrapping it out up close. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Backstep rolling attack? A quick breather. Were they baiting them into that? Carried to the core, closes it out! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Comes crashing down. Charges forward. Reads the jump in perfectly. A parry? Gotta do better than that. Player two hits him with a stop and bop. Drops him hard. What are they gonna do?
the script with a turnaround super. Big Kotsugeki to the face.
Drops them.
Goes hunting and bags a catch.
Dangerous range here. A jump stops him hard. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? They back down to regroup.
Courageous grab. They think this time to bust this. I'm giving them food for thought.
Player one
Clinches the win.
But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Misfire with the drive impact. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Decides to spend the knee, adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Gets some. Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now?
Controls the distance with a smart kill rush back.
Jumps. Somehow hits him with a stopping bomb. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive up. Nice vertical roll there. Big opportunity coming. What'll happen here? Can they calls out their shot and responds with authority? There's drive. The counterattack connects. Great sense to take advantage of even the smallest opening. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. No more drive gauge. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Opts for the throw. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. Takes a trip. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Holds out with the block. Knockdown. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Hold your breath. But they can't squander this punish counter chance. Hit them with a 1-2 KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Bust out the parry. Hammers them with a cycle. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Now, can they finish the job? Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. There's a chance. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Going in, experiencing burnout. Blocks the impact. Going on the offensive? Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player one, they have a well of untapped potential. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Starts with a jump in. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? All right, what's coming up next? This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Grabs him. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back. Oh! Brushes that off and keeps going. Bends the gauge on the drive rush. Throws them to negate the block.
Cyclone Cannon's activated. Let's see what they do now.
Each hit is so important here. Oh, burnout triggered. Going on the offensive? Both fighters are weighing their options in there. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The grab misses. Oh! Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Hit them with the 1-2. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 can't hit the good spot to use the super. Now, can they finish the job? Still slugging it out at this range. Big throws. The exchange flows. Big fast. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. All the throw connects. Can they create an excellent block? They just won't stop switching and whiffs. They're wide open. Closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
match. Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Gets the crossover. Whoa, hold on. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Trips him up. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. All right, what's coming up next? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Gets him. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 really suffered there in the corner for a while. How can they avoid being put there this round? Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Plenty of life. Hits them with a stop and pop. Up the dance, looking to impress with this super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. What'll happen here? Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Player 2 will look to a block. Oh, what's this? Punish counter on reaction. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? Kick out of nowhere. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Will they be able to manage what little drive gauge they have? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Life lead opens up. Knockdown. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Time for a drink. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. The super armor does its job. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? All right, what's coming up next? Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Uses the gauge for a super art. Turning all 3 bars for the crowd-shaped cannonball. Unleashing the beast. Player 2 can't use any drive moves with experiencing burnout. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. They're going for the super art. Jumps in. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Change of plans. Are we going to see a comeback here? What now? Oh, yo! Rock super hit! Excellent read. Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters got to go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jump and whip. there! They're wide open!
It's a driver! Shrugs that off!
Looking to follow up after that forward run!
Let's hit that with confidence! Oh! Putting the cherry on top! Breaking on them and lay down some damage without giving up ground! Free flow strikes! Perfectly executed!
Jamie!
Ooh, I dare you to fight!
comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Fight with all your heart!
Round one. Fight.
There we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a wall splat, which leaves them wide open. Starts with a jump in. The move whiffs, and they get nailed with a punish counter. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Well-timed corner switch. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Recovers from burnout. Goes in on the impact for nothing. The throw misses. Player two is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Ooh, there's a side switch. They get the stun. KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Big throws. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Cross up. Hits them with a stop and pop.
What?
Looking for a chance. Grabs and throws them away. Max SA kick baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Uses the gauge for a super art.
Turning all three bars with a ground-shaped cannonball. Unleashing the beast.
Player two is dominating this match. Time to reassess the situation. Blocks the impact. Player one has the deck stacked against them. Gonna KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Both players look for something to work with. Big time whip! A quick breather. Player one, the drive impact doesn't work. Jumps, drops them from the air. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Rushes in. Player one with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense? Shrugs that off. Player one needs to take advantage. Absolutely relentless. What are they gonna do? Watching each other carefully. Cross-up attack. What's next?
Fold it up like a cheap suit.
Player two can't let this simmer.
Nothing stops this train. Put a bit of stank on that with an overdrive on.
Looking for a hole. Drops nothing but air.
Ugh, take a seat.
Wall flat into the guard break.
And they think this time to bust this out? Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it.
Are you kidding me? Player one clinches the win. But that could...
Arcade. Here comes a new challenger.
HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. still slugging it out here. The right idea, but whiffs the air throw. All right. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure. Will this super art connect? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 1 needs to use the threat, sneaks in the throw. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Down to the wire. Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Hits them with a stop and pop. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Limited resources at hand right now. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. The star is active. Here comes the rude dancer. The super doesn't hit. What's the next move? Player 1, oh, burnout triggered. Both life and super hard gauges are not looking. Ooh, what a smart throw. Going in?
They were waiting for it.
Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Doesn't take the throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
What an opening statement there.
Sets up with the jump in. Throws him. Player 1, a super art?
In your face with the SRK. What? Nothing stops this train.
Player 1 needs to take advantage of solid anti-air. What drives it back misses? Ooh, what a smart throw. Only 50.
They were waiting for it.
Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? The throw is denied. Taking chunks out of each other. Will this super art do anything?
Burns the gauge on the super.
Amazing. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Player 1 made some smart moves there.
Great game.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback.
What an opening statement there.
The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Got their eye on the air. Knockdown. Goes for the surprise rush in. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Throws them to negate the pace of big gamble and whips out a raw super. Going wild with Shout of Earth. Player 2 has completed the counterattack connect. Great sense to take advantage of even the smallest opening. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. Then scores a counter hit with the OD mixer. Gets the jump in. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player, there's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. How will they manage their drive gauges? Oh, burnout triggered. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. Lucky Star is active. Here comes the rude dancer. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Time to reassess the situation. Doing some quick planning. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player rushes in. Noticeable life lead is a tough, doesn't take the throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. No good up high. Oh, with the drive impact. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Takes a trip. Throws him. What's next? And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Taking stock. Will this super art connect? And it delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Fires off a whirlwind. They need to rely on their the counterattack connects. Great sense to take advantage of even the smallest opening. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Lays down a hook, hits them with a stop and bop. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use... Ooh!
They can't squander this punish counter chance. Jumps up. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna charges forward? Oh my God, what a throw test! Oh, now that is a punish! They gotta dig down deep here. Kotsugeki to the face! Willing to risk it for the overdrive! What a finish! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
A new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round 1.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking their opponent. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Gets the counter hit throw. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Taking stock. Nails the anti-air. Good job blocking the jumper. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Takes a trip.
Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change.
Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that in there. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The jump-in is denied. Throws them to negate the block. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best.
Their spacing is so on point right now.
But who's gonna blink first? Dashes, brushes that off and keeps going. Blocks it. Manages to block the jump-in attack. What'll happen here? They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen?
Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter.
Dashes forward.
Crowns him from above.
A quick breather. Throws them. Player 2 flatlines them. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Uses their drive gauge. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Reads the command ground. Both fighters are raring to go. And whips! They're wide open. Throw is denied. What a read!
Both sides getting ready.
Holy! Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Player, oh my God! They just choked it up. This can lead to some big damage. This is the time to believe in your wow. Sat waiting for this opening. There's a drive impact. This is going to hit for a critical arc. You gotta imagine that this is not only going to wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible?
Oh, it is over! Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money!
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Grabs them. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. What are they thinking here? finds the time to squeeze in a buff. The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. Opts for the super art. Perfect time to spend the meter. Can't tech the throw? Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. The jump in is denied. Heading into the end game now, down to the wire. Makes a huge statement with that finish. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Just out of range for that throw.
Hits him with a stopping block.
Pumps the damage on him. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. There's a change of side. Oh, what's this? Digs in deep to get that drive in. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Tries to act quick KO. Player 2 brings it home.
Practice. First online training match. Sangya. Dawson. Ken. Chun-Li. Honda. Lily. Marisa. Jamie. Luke. Ryu. JP. Cammy.